Alrighty. So I wanted to go over one last time what exactly is going on, because I probably will retire my Scratch account soon, but it won't be until I get all this done. Now, obviously, biggest priority is Super RedAce RPG. I'll be doing this as frequently as I possibly can, as well as Torah content and the probably sooner than later the remade version of the 100 stub special, which is really just going to be a longer intro. I'll shorten that down when I get back into making the content for Torah, which is also a working title. Probably should put that there. The priority for my 18th birthday, it's gonna be kind of like the 16 one I made. I know that one was cheesy as hell. This one's gonna be more serious and cover a lot more shit, more like an autobiography in a version of a scratch project. And then I got all these games. I've heard people want to see the Da Baby Da game, which is just gonna be one big joke. I originally planned a Tomodachi fan game, and I was gonna throw it away, but after hearing how much people wanted it, out of like 11 votes or some shit, um, I decided I was gonna bring it back. But I probably will be using the character editor that the newest character editor I released. I still encourage people to use that because should you do so, you will probably appear in one of these bigger priority projects. So Tower episodes and Super RedAce RPG, both working titles. But I'll probably import that character editor to this little Tomodachi fan game, and I'll take it from there. I want to bring back an old animation, uh, an old game project, and then a more recent animation, and a more recent project. And I'll go over those quickly and not so much detail here. So the RedAce versus Volts animation was actually the first thing to ever use, first ever case of me using it. Great stuff. It was gonna be this whole fight scene after some random made up intro with nothing to do with anything. I was gonna have like a full blown fight scene, not like RPG shit, like characters throwing punches back and forth, launching like fucking Dragon Ball and shit. And it was gonna be really cool, but I dropped it. But I was gonna get back into it at some point. I was finna use this. Yeah, it's gonna be cool as shit. We'll let this play out a little bit. Good song. So I don't think that would be as impactful. But that's what's gonna be. And that'll be worked on. All these somewhat priority projects won't be worked on unless I'm like super bored, I have nothing to do, and I don't feel like working on these. Though these will be getting worked on daily, every single day. There will be progress made more towards Super RedAce RPG, but Torah, when I'm feeling it, will be done every day. These are just side projects before my Scratch account's retirement. Let's go over the RPG Live animation now. So in my server, I had this little D&D like campaign that I had Tie Trooper and Emmanuel in. Tie Trooper eventually dropped it, and then I eventually dropped it because I thought it was lame as shit. But Emmanuel was fine with it, so I'll probably bring that back. But I was gonna animate the entire thing by intentionally making it look dumb. Like, look at these; they're dumb as shit. But that was intentionally. Make it This series gave birth to a lot of concepts, actually, like such as the Sapphire Squad, Maximilian being the owner of his own mini squad, and Brent. You'll find out about Brent later. Funny rock demo. That's that was. I've gotten like nothing done with the Tomodachi fan game because, like I said, it was going to be a throwaway. I drew this. I was like, not worth my time. Forget it. Forget about it. But after that poll, I was like, you know what? Shit. Might as well. I had like whenever I draw on Scratch, I always have step-by-steps in case I fuck something up. Not so much in terms of like a speed draw per se, but so that's a thing. That's happened. Oh wait, I actually had intro music for this one. This thing is meant to be a joke, just like the RPG live animation. This whole game is meant to be a joke. Just using PNGs of the baby and sound effects of the baby to essentially be a little Tamagotchi. That's it. Because Sparkware, go away. I originally had like an old testing thing. You press 1, 2, 3, 4, and it triggers like the scissors. I did not get far with that bomb. 4 different mini games. This little testing thing. And it was really shitty. But I was gonna bring it back. Oh fuck, I fucked up. I was just chase the weird remote, not drag the menu. The last one was probably my best one. It's a quick development. And that was gonna become Sparkware, go away. I have a command for it. This is almost forgotten. Actually, finished this yesterday. Oh shit. Whoopsie. Let me get back into that. Because essentially it was big like the original WarioWare. You have the 10 doors, the extra doors, and they're all themed. It's WarioWare. It's really fucking fun because it's WarioWare, and yeah, WarioWare. The character theming doesn't do too much for it, but I was planning on adding like anime or somewhat a little bit of animations. So yeah, just WarioWare Mega Microgames. Pocket DX have nothing in here yet, but I want to base it off of. I worked on this when I had first finished it. It's gonna be a little fan project. Dropped it out. I was gonna bring it back, but better. I was gonna read this cutscene doesn't have anything yet. Well, I can skip it all the same, don't matter. The fact that the best I could do on Scratch is I'm not that great at anything. That needs working on. But that is. And then the Sweet 18 thing. So it was going to be this whole parody of this memorial thing I had worked on. A bunch of fan art gallery, character bios. But it was heavily unfinished, and yet I still released it as a video. I don't know what was over my head that day. But it was cool as shit. Petit the pony. That's gonna be the script because the original one's cheesy as fuck. But that's all I got for the scratch thing. That cat rubbing on me. So yeah, like I said, these are gonna be worked on almost daily. Everything under here are gonna be worked on moderately if I have nothing better to do. So this will be done by April. Has to be done by April. Recorded in April. This wasn't really on a script or anything. I had all the tabs open, but I didn't have a script. So this is not going to be really natural. Stay tuned. I'm happy that with 500 subscribers, that there's some amount of people that are actually interested in my works and, streams, all the stuff that I do. Because without all this, I probably would have dropped this years ago. Any hopes of becoming some sort of entertainer, you know. Thank you. I'll give you a bigger thank you on the 18.